Hi guys, Karen from Timberline Tech here, and today I'm going to show you how to make gaiters for your Enduro Scoot Boot bulb straps using EVA tape. So we'll need to have your gaiter detached from the boot, some EVA tape, some duct tape. I like duct tape brand because it's nice and soft and flexible, a pen, and scissors, and that's it. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll get started. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is take a look at our bulb strap, and we want to measure some EVA tape that fits about between the screws. We are going to end up making this shorter, but I like to start out about this length, so I'm just going to mark from the inside of the screw to the inside of the screw. So it's good to know before you start this about where you have your bulb straps attached. And we'll just cut this. And then we want to make this a little bit narrower. So I'm just going to place this on here and kind of get a rough idea. I want about this much hanging over on each edge, maybe a little less. I'm just going to draw a line. Lined up straight here. I'm going to cut to that line. And then I'm going to take a piece of duct tape that I've cut just a little bit longer than the EVA. And I like to lay that flat on the table and attach the EVA to it rather than the other way around. I find this gives you the most wrinkle-free results. And save this backing because we're going to use that in a second. So I want to just stick this down. I'm doing sticky side to sticky side, so make sure you have it centered because it's impossible to unstick once you stick it. Have it centered pretty good. Doesn't need to be perfect, but kind of like that. And then I'm just going to roll the edges over on the two long ends. Okay, then I'm going to take another piece of duct tape and do the same thing. I'm going to lay it down on the table, flip this over, and cover the other side. Again, try and get it pretty centered. Doesn't have to be, you can see I don't have it exact, and that's fine. Roll the two edges, and now we have a completely covered piece of EVA. So then I'm going to get my bulb strap again, and I just want to mark this a little bit in from the screw. You have these lines on your bulb strap. I'd probably go to the next line. Cut this straight first. And then just snip the edges so we don't have any sharp corners that could be poking into our horse. Alright, so now we have this. It's a little bit shorter than our bulb strap width between the screws, and that will enable you to have room enough to attach these screws. If you ever decide you need to go tighter with your bulb strap, which you might need to do once they break in and stretch a little, you can always just cut this a little shorter again, even while it's attached. So our next step is going to be to attach the foam to the bulb strap, and I'm going to put the tape, I'm going to put one piece on each side, a little in from the edge in case I need to cut a little more off there, and then I'm going to put another piece in the middle. I cut it lengthwise to make little thin strips. So here's my trick for that. I'm just going to cut my length. We want it to be big enough to wrap around that strap. So maybe 5 inches or so. And see how it's really hard to cut this? It's sticking. And it's even harder when you go lengthwise. So my trick is to take the scraps of liner from the EVA tape. Make sure you put the slippery side down. And I had some extra ones here. Just stick those on and then cut now it'll be really easy to cut your duct tape into thirds. And again, this does not have to be exact. I'm just going approximately 1/3. Nothing's sticking. It's super easy to cut. Okay, now we're just going to put this in from the edge a little bit. So again, I can trim that end off if I need to. And just wrap it around. Make sure you're putting this on the inside of your bulb strap. It won't do you any good if it's on the outside. So make sure it's on the inside. And also make sure this is the smooth side of the duct tape, not the side that has the seams, because you want the smooth side against your horse. Just make sure everything's centered, and I like to press this right down against the tape underneath it so that there's no air gaps. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and I want all my seams on the outside. So that's that. I would do the same thing on this side. I'm not going to bother showing you that, but I do the same thing on the right side. And then also another one right in the middle here. And I don't think I need to show you that, but you're going to do another one in the middle. Since these strips are thin enough, you'll still have room to put your mud straps in. So you just put one there, and that's it. Then you're ready to put the bulb strap on your boots. These are really great because they shed water and shed grit. They're good for horses that might be allergic to neoprene, and also very inexpensive. You can get these rolls of EVA from me. They're 4 meters long. Honestly, I forgot my exact price, but it's well under 20 bucks. So you can make a whole bunch of gaiters out of these. So that's it. Hope that helps.